Today is my birthday. Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm raising mental health awareness, and I'm gonna talk about something that you need and something you need to be made aware of. I'm serious. You know where this is going? I'm gonna talk about loneliness. Through the window, I can't breathe because I went around the dorms interviewing people to see how they feel on loneliness and when do they feel lonely. I even asked the exchange student how she feels in the new school. Do you feel lonely often?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Not really, but sometimes I do just because I can't talk to my parents as much as normal and things like that. But other than that, it's pretty good being here.
Yeah.
I feel welcome, so yeah.
What situations do you feel lonely?
When I'm excluded.
Like when the people speak English really fast and I can't understand.
Oh. Yeah, that's really, I hate when that happens. Thank you.
You're welcome.
When I'm like trying to talk to a friend or have a meaningful conversation and they're just not interested in what I'm saying or they don't want to listen to me.
Oh, I hate when that happens too. Thank you.
No problem.
Why am I so happy like 99.9% of the time? I try my best to get over it. Sad times happen in the moment and they feel like forever. But then when you're happy, it's just like,
What was I ever said?
it's easier said than done. So I'm gonna give you some steps on how to deal with loneliness. Bet you've experienced that a lot. But some people just feel that more often than others. Know when you feel lonely, dog. Analyze the situation, avoid those situations, but do not make them turn you antisocial.
Here's an example of a group of 3 friends.
This is Diana. She's going to the park with her friends. She's super excited. This is Lexi.
Hi.
Diana's only friend. And this is Bob. Another one of Diana's friends. This isn't Lexi's friend at all. As you can see, Bob and Lexi are becoming quite the friends. Diana is trying to input something, but Bob and Lexi won't listen. Diana is taken out of the picture. Now Diana noticed that when she goes out with those 2 friends in particular, she's completely third wheeling and that is when she feels lonely. She could either not go out with them, try to, and just accept that, you know what, it's fine. I think for now, Diana should try to not go out with those friends in particular because that way she'll feel less lonely. She decided to stay home to avoid the feeling of rejection. You should not do that all the time. Do some meditation, son. I like listening to classical music, you know, some tracks from Skyrim, sometimes a Game of Thrones, Naruto songs, some songs from Pokemon, and I do that while I write. I'm an introvert, so sometimes I like being alone. I'm also an extrovert. So whatever makes you calm is what you should do. Instead of saying, I have the friend, make a list of all the friends you have, and if you only have one, and that's a good friend, that is all you need. And if that one friend, not exactly a good friend, it's okay to drop that friend and move on to another friend. But first you need to consider that because your emotions may be clouding your judgment. Diana remembers that one time that she was sad and Jess was the only one there for her. Jess is a good friend 99% of the time. She should probably talk to Jess about how she felt. You need to occupy yourself. Try some exercising. Your mind is what makes you feel lonely. Oh my god, you have no friends and you suck. Try not to think about that. Really, your mind should be saying,
You are so perfect that people can't even handle your awesomeness.
that's what's true. You're an awesome person. People just don't see it. And you don't see it either.
And you might also not see that people see it.
Think about what I just said. It makes sense. You need to go to social events now! After you've sat in your room and you've pondered about the friends you have, people you have, why you feel lonely, and after you've avoided some social interactions, I suggest that you get out, join a gym, join a youth group or something, and you start talking to people. Honestly, what I would say is that you should not depend on people. You do not need a big group of people. You should find ways to make yourself happy. And that is what I do. I don't care how many friends I have. If I'm talking to one person, I'm fine. Doesn't matter who it is. That person could be 50,000 years younger than me. I am happy with whoever I'm talking to, and I'm happy when I'm not talking to people. If you can find happiness in yourself, no matter how difficult that is, please try. Do not ever give up on yourself. And just go around hugging everyone. You know, just spread happiness and it will come back to you. I hope that helped. You're not alone, okay? And you'll get over it. I did, many people did, and some people don't, and you need to be there for them too. Bye!
Get on my elevator, baby, we're going up. Give me that now and